Frequent questions asked on the site. What do you use for lube on your SW dies? What do you wrap it with? What do you cover it with? What rods you use? Well, this is our system. This is what I would recommend, but it's only my opinion. We use this grease. Now, any grease will probably be as good, but it's just what I use. Now, it's got two advantages to grease. Now, people say coconut oil, people say WD-40, there's all sorts out there. I mean, dry lube, whatever it is. But this is how it is. We just simply roll the dye with the grease. Now, we don't budget on that because it's got two ways of looking at this. It's going to make a smooth push, and what it'll do is once you've pushed through, it will leave a very thin layer of grease on your dye, which will maintain it for the next use. I mean, and then once a month you just clean all your dyes up and polish them up, or whatever how you do it. We just give them a wipe over and take out any marking if there's any, but you shouldn't get any marking on a SW dye anyway. We simply do that and that's ready to go. Then we use electrical tape for our covering. Now, it's a lot messier than the plumbing tape, which is basically that. Now, I'm not a lover of this stuff because touch and go sometimes. It will rise and it will thin out, but a lot of good builders out there swear on this, but our preference is electrical, and we're not going to change that because we're very, very happy with the results of that. Now, you simply, if you're using dowering, you simply, if you're not used to dowering, you simply drop your rod in. Now, you can get aluminium, brass, nylon, copper, whatever is your preference, and you get results that you're happy with. Stick with what you got, but you shouldn't damage any of them, and you shouldn't damage your dyes. Now, if you're inexperienced with dowering, just drop your rod in and you know it's actually bottomed out there, so you just give it a mark there. You can't push past that mark or you'll damage your rod. Now, the thing of it is, when you get used to dowering, you won't need to do that because you'll feel the pressure in your handle. Now, simply drop your coin in. Now, it's very, very important to make sure, no matter what rod you're using, that you cover the whole of the reed. Now, if you get it and it's only sort of half covered and you think, oh, I might get away with that, think again. If your rod starts to go inside your ring, dowering, aluminium, copper, brass, nylon, it's going to damage your ring and it's going to damage your rod. And if you're using a harder material than dowering, it's possible it might even damage your dye, and that's the last thing we want. So you just do that and you know that is your push limit. It's maxed out there. Now, what you do then is you can just cover your reed with a makeup pad. They're ready, available from anywhere. Amazon, eBay, ETSY. Now, with dowering, that's more to protect your rod from the indent of the reed. It's not to protect your reed. Now, if you're using aluminium, I'd use one of these and a leather circle cut out of scrap you can get from eBay as well. It's offcuts from when they make settee suites and things like that. Just cut it out to the size of your reed, plunk your leather circle on top, then your makeup pad on top of that. You can never be too careful if you're using a harder material than this. and you just simply push to your mark, and that is your push done. Now with the makeup pad, it will make your rod stick on your side of your die, but you just tap it out with a hammer, not a problem, and it comes out like that. Get your ring out. You check your shape, which is beautiful smooth with the grease, beautifully there you go. Job's right. Now that's how we do it, but that's only our opinion. Thank you.